Alright, so I have to make this video so we don't rewrite history as if Jimmy Butler doesn't beat Giannis every single time and the dude has to go up there and say, this wasn't a failure. Are you kidding me? Oh, Michael Jordan? And he's getting so mad because he knows it was a fucking failure. Who could become a top 15 player of all time? Everyone's going to say Giannis, Jokic. How is Giannis better than Jimmy Butler? I said, why do people propel Giannis to top 15 if he can't even beat Jimmy Butler? They're rewriting history. And they're acting like the regular season, like isn't it common knowledge that the regular season is different from the postseason? I mean, don't stars like Kawhi Leonard sit out every single game and you're playing G Leaguers? So, I mean, it's kind of easy when you're a two-time MVP, 7'3", 9-foot wingspan, can run like Chris Paul in his prime, or Steve Nash in his prime, Russell Westbrook in his prime. And you're supposed to stop that as a 6'3" G leaguer, right? Or a 6'8" center, like a 6'10" center, 7-foot flat-footed Rudy Gobert type center. Like, come on now. So of course he's gonna dominate the regular season. It just pisses me out. Like, they're just propelling him just because, oh, he averages so much in the regular season and he passes the eye test. He looks us. But what happens when it comes down to it, people? What happens when it's tied and Jimmy Butler just got to stop and scored his 56th point? And now he's about to get a stop on you again. Oh, and you throw the ball away because you're scared to shoot free throws. So, I mean, when it really comes down to it, Jimmy's better than Giannis. So he beats him in the playoffs. Now, oh, his back got hurt. Oh. Like, no, they sat him out because they thought that they were so confident because they knew the league was going to rig it for him. Just a FYI, I mean, if you know you're going to get 30 more free throws than the other team, wouldn't you sit your star that just got an injury? Yeah, I think so. Like, I'm not spitting conspiracy. I'm not spitting opinion. These are the facts. They got 30 more free throws. He got hurt. And they knew they were going to get 30 more free throws a game. Because, I don't know, maybe the league sent them a memo, hey, we're not going to let you lose this one. But then Jimmy Butler fucking drops the 4th most points in NBA history in a playoff game. He has 16-point comebacks in the 4th quarter. He scores almost all of Miami's points in the opening quarters while locking down Giannis and Drew, whoever he needs to, so that they won that first quarter. Like, do you hear what I'm saying? These are all facts. So he is better than Giannis. But, oh, Daddy, you are so good. Because he literally threw the ball away, scared to shoot. He has 3 of the top 5 defenders in the league. Brook Lopez, Drew Holiday, Giannis Akumpo. Those 3 of the top 5 defenders, at least for that year, because Brook was second in DPOI. And he got beat by one guy, Jimmy. And he's talking trash the whole time. Like, and yeah, and I said, now I realize why Harden hated on Giannis. Because they both do the same thing, but Harden thought he was more skilled because he hit step-back threes instead of running and jumping over you. Don't know what I mean? They're both stat sheet stuffers in the regular season. And Harden's like, oh, well, I'm more talented. Does that make sense to you? Do you see why he was beefing with him so hard? It wasn't, oh, and people are going to say, oh, it's just because they were both in the MVP race. Yeah, they were both in the MVP race, but what is the other common denominator? They're both stat sheet stuffers. And James Harden thought he was more skilled. He's like, oh, we're doing the same thing, putting up incredible numbers, but I'm more skilled. When really Harden didn't look into it, and Giannis was averaging better numbers than him. Come on, people. Like, if I just made sense there, then I got to be making sense everywhere. Come on, people.